80.
We're live, by the way. 1 second, let me get it posted. All right, week 0, year 9 predictions video. Got myself, Des, and G's here. All conferences represented except for Shitty Booty Big 12. We will be going over your Heisman Watch, top 25, the 4 week 0 games, and then our predictions for the conference tournament. So starting off with the Heisman Watch. Somehow this 99 overall motherfucker came back. Your Heisman winner from last year, Adrian Ferreira, is your front runner. QB Ezekiel Gillian also decided to return to school for Alabama, a CPU. Halfback George Malumba at Georgia Tech. And then this Florida running back, Jabari Quandiho, who is not even going to start for the Gators this season. Must have been some off-the-field allegations or something like that. Got him shuffled down the depth chart. We look at the top 25. Your preseason number 1 is those same Florida Gators. Gabe probably got the best team in the league this year. Does that make sense? Kansas, LSU, Tennessee, and Mississippi State round out your top 5. Georgia Tech, Oregon, Missouri, Penn State, and Ole Miss round out your top 10. And then looks like we get users all the way down to 13, as well as 24th. So 14 users in the top 25 to start. Let's go ahead and get into the the predictions for this week's games. Starting off with 0-0 North Carolina, which is what is dude's name? That is Henry. Traveling to Oxford to play the 10th ranked Ole Miss Rebels and Eric. For each of these picks, we'll do G's, then Des, than me.
It's a tough game. I always like the home team. They're ranked. But I think I'm going to go with style. I think North Carolina.
It's an ACC bias pick. That's what that is.
I like the way North Carolina plays. Their style is good for NCAA. Going to pick them in a tough battle, 24-21, to pull up the upset.
Des? Damn, motherfucker, where you at? Your mic is muted, Des. God damn, bro. How the fuck you gonna tell me yes, ready for the PR video, and then step away? All right, well, I'll give my pick. I actually think the opposite. I've been really impressed with the way Eric's been playing. I think he's going to hammer Henry in North Carolina. The roster difference here as well. Ole Miss probably got a better roster at home, more experience in the league, and he played some people tough down the stretch. So give me Ole Miss winning here 31-14 over North Carolina. Next, we have the battle for the true USC as South Carolina and the Gamecocks traveling to Los Angeles to play Dave and his USC Trojans. This is Coach Swin's return after being suspended for the entirety of last season for some NCAA allegations of some sense. I don't know. And Dave also had a bad year last year. He went 1-11 or 2-10 or something like that. So he's looking for a rebound.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the road team again on this one. I think Savon win this one. He might be a little rusty, maybe. I'm gonna say he'll win 34-17.
Yeah, I think Savon will be a little rusty here. Dave definitely going to be rusty as well. Not a good matchup for Dave. I think Savon wins big here. I'll say 42-17 South Carolina wins on the road. Des, you back yet? God damn, dude. All right. Got the 11th ranked Oklahoma Sooners and Coach LP traveling to the Shoe in Columbus to play the Ohio State Buckeyes and Coach Hayden, who also kind of took the season off last year.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a tough one for him. LP's been playing good, and Hayden hasn't been playing as good as he did last year in Madden. And he took the whole season off. I think he will lose. It won't be a bad game, but I think he'll lose 34-24.
Yeah, I think LP wins here on the road. He beat Hayden last time they played. They shut him out 17-0 at Ohio State. So LP wins. He played well last year. So I'm going to say 24-7 Oklahoma wins at Ohio State. Next, our last game. Vanderbilt and the Commodores and Coach Freeway traveling to Madison, the Jump House, to play the Wisconsin Badgers and Coach Marley.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the home team on this one. Good defense, run the ball. I think that'll be the recipe for the win. He'll probably make a little bit less mistakes than Freeway. I'm gonna say 27-14.
Yeah, I want to stick with my SEC team here, but I can't. So I think that his lack of a run game, Wisconsin's defense, is going to lead Marley to a victory at home. I'll say he wins it kind of close, 24-13 over Vanderbilt. Let's go 31-20 over Vanderbilt. All right, get into our conference predictions. Des, are you back yet? I don't know what the fuck happened to you, man. Let me see what's going on with him before we get into these, because this shit's ridiculous. I'm going to say he's ready for the video and then mute his mic and leave. All right, well, we'll just go ahead and do them. So, in your ACC, your title last season was Florida over Georgia Tech. So Georgia Tech is Peso, Florida is Gabe, Clemson is E-Fly, North Carolina is Henry, Virginia Tech is G's, Miami is Rob, South Carolina is Savon, and Georgia is the oh god, what's dude's name? What did he change this thing to? Stop Me or something like that. I guess he wants to be called Stop Me. I don't remember his damn name. So,
Georgia is
right. That's his
Swish. No, that's some other guy.
That's Swish.
Stop Me is North Carolina.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's Swish. So, G's, give me your 1 through 8 for your conference.
Okay. For my ACC, I'm gonna have to go with Swin number 1. He'll come back and claim his ACC title. Number 2, I'm gonna have to go with Gabe. Team is lit. He should be able to challenge for the ACC title. We'll see. That'll be interesting. Third, I'm gonna go ahead and go with G Tech. Fourth, I'm gonna go North Carolina. Fifth, I'm gonna go with myself. Sixth, I'm gonna go with Clemson. Seventh, Miami. And then I'll have Georgia rounding out at the bottom at 8.
So who's your title game and who wins?
I got Gabe versus Swin, and Swin will win.
And I'm back.
All right. So, Des, we kind of just started into our conference predictions. We'll run through all these together, and then we'll go back and hear your pick for each game. All right. So the ACC we just went over. So go ahead and give me your 1 through 8 ACC order. Who you think's going to win? Or excuse
All
me,
right.
what the order you think will be?
Title game's gonna be Savon versus Gabe. Savon wins, so it's gonna be 1 Savon, 2 Gabe, 3 Peso, 4 Rob, 5 E-Fly, 6 gonna be D's. I don't know anything about Georgia. I guess 7 Georgia, 6, 9, 8. Hold on. 7 Georgia and 8 UNC. I
Okay.
don't really know anything about UNC or Georgia.
G's had North Carolina fourth, and
Oh,
himself
okay.
fifth on his list. So I don't know what that means if he's actually good or not. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Savon one. I think he'll retake his crown this year. I'll go Gabe two, Peso three, but I would not be surprised if those two switched. Fourth, I'm gonna go. I think E-Fly bounces back this year. Give me E-Fly in fourth. I'll take G's in fifth, North Carolina in sixth, Rob in seven, and Georgia at eight. Yeah, I feel good about that. Moving on to the Big 12. So Kansas beat Oklahoma, no, beat Missouri last season for that conference title. So Kansas is Ryan, excuse me. Kansas is Ryan, Missouri is Mike, Oklahoma is LP, Texas A&M is Chevy, California is Morg, Kansas State is Nelly, Texas is Dwayne, and USC is Dave.
Kansas got Ryan number one. I think LP will come in number two. Missouri will be number three. Um, Number four. I guess I'm going with Morg. I think number five will be. Hold on, I got Kansas. Hold on, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Kyle. Yeah, I'm at number five. Um, man, I'm gonna
It's
go Texas A&M just
you,
because I don't even know if Dave is gonna play all his
Dave
games.
is playing
And
this season. He said he's playing.
okay, and he's been struggling though. So I'm gonna go with Texas A&M. I'm gonna have Dave six. Um, Dwayne in Texas seven, and Nelly and his Kansas State Wildcats at eight.
Um, all right.
You want me to go or you gonna go?
Yes, yeah, you does.
All right. I got Ryan beating LP in the Big 12 championship game.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's my championship game too. My bad, I forgot about that. But good.
and then yeah, so Ryan 1, LP 2. Mike's gonna be 3. I'm gonna have Dave coming back at 4. Morg will be 5. Dwayne 6. Nelly at 7, and then Chevy at 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ryan beating LP for the title as well. That's my 1-2. I'm gonna go Dave at third. I think he bounces back this year. He's still got a better team than a lot of these other dudes. I'll go Mike in fourth, just because I think he'll win the head-to-head over Morg. So I'll go Morg fifth. I'm gonna go Chevy sixth, and then between the last two, it's tough. I'll probably go Dwayne just because he's got a better team, and then Nelly at eight. Moving on to the Big Ten. Last year, Oregon beating out Penn State as part of a 3-game sweep, I might add. Oregon is Sam. Penn State is Des. Michigan is V. Wisconsin is Marley. Washington is Jazz. Maryland is Chap. Notre Dame is Dell. And Hayden also returning and playing this year with Ohio State. He's got a 95 overall team, so he really didn't lose that many people, looks like.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna have Penn State one, Oregon two. I think Penn State will get their revenge and win the Big Ten. I got Michigan number 3. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Wisconsin. Hayden number 5. Oof. Uh, I guess Chat is 6. Notre Dame will be 7, and Jazz will be 8.
All right. I'm gonna put me over Sam. In the Big Ten championship game, we played 3 close games that were I lost by a field goal, and then that fucking ridiculous ass touchdown on 2nd and 30. Um, so I'll put me over Sam. So it's gonna be me 1, Sam 2. B is gonna be 3. I know that he's at least gonna play all of his games or most of them. And then I'm gonna put Hayden at 4. But those two may flop. I don't know. Hayden's taking a little time away, so it's gonna be Hayden 4. And then it's gonna be Wisconsin 5. The last 3 is tough.
Hell
It's
yeah,
like
it
it's
is.
really fucking tough. I'm gonna put L 6, Chap 7, and Jazz 8.
Yeah, I think that Oregon wins the regular season over Penn State because he's home, but I think Des wins in the Big Ten title game. So my order would be Oregon, then Penn State, but it'll flop the title. Then I'll go Michigan third as well. I like that pick. He's been good. I'm going to go Hayden at 4, although, like Des said, it wouldn't surprise me if he jumped up to third. Wisconsin at 5. Feel really comfortable with him sitting there. I feel good about Dell being 6. I think he'll be a little bit better this season. He's just got to stop the damn turnovers. And then I'm going to go Jazz at 7 and Chap at 8. And that'll be my list. Finally, the SEC. Last year it was LSU over Alabama in the SEC title game. LSU is Chapo, Alabama's Twan, Mississippi State's myself, Tennessee is Drop, Louisville is Delvin, Kentucky, which is JJ, he's back this year, Ole Miss, which is Eric, and then Vanderbilt, which is Freeway.
Man. It's a very competitive conference here. Um, Give me JJ and Chop in the title game. I think JJ will win the regular season, but LSU will win the SEC title.
Chapo is home, by the way, for that game.
Yeah.
Third, ooh man. I'm going to go with Mississippi State. It has
Good
a pretty
pick.
good team and has a very good, very good at playing the game. I'm gonna say that.
Appreciate it. Look at that.
The hell does
Nice to
that
hear
even
somebody say
mean?
nice things.
um,
That's because G's your biggest rival.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is, huh?
oh man, I want to say Pistol.
Wow.
But I think his
We're getting
team
wild
is
here.
still. I think his team isn't quite there yet, so I'm going to give Drop number 4.
Damn, drop, drop.
Then
You gotta beat out Pistol.
he
Bama,
he said Twan yet either. I was about to say.
then Bama, then Pistol, Freeway, and then of course the Baltimore shooter will be 8th.
Baltimore shooter.
That's his name. Be more
Um.
shooter.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Chapo beating JJ in the SEC chip, and in the regular season. So it's gonna be Chapo 1, JJ 2. I'm gonna go with Twan 3. Um,
I am home to drop Antoine.
On 3. We'll go Jason 4. Drop 5. Petey over there 6. Mr. Ole Miss. And then it'll be Vandy and Louisville.
Yeah, I think this is a very competitive top 6. I think anybody in the top 6 could beat anyone else on the right day and the right circumstances. I agree with Des. I'm going to go with Chapo winning the conference in the regular season because he's got JJ at home. And then also, I think Chapo wins in the SEC title. So give me LSU at 1, Kentucky at 2. I'm going to go Mississippi State 3rd, like G said. I'm going to beat at least one of Alabama or Tennessee at home. Hopefully we'll get both. And then I think that I don't remember who's home, Alabama or Tennessee. That's going to be my 4 and 5. Whoever's home wins the game. I want to say Alabama's home. The Twan's home for that game. I don't remember, but I'm going to go Twan at 4. I think he'll have a little bit of a bounce back year this year. He won't turn the ball over as much. Tennessee at 5. Eric at 6, but he'll be competitive. He'll make a bowl game. And then I'll go Freeway at 7 and Delvin at 8. Delvin improved his prestige this offseason. He was a 2-star. Now he's a 3-star. Look at that.
Nice.
So why don't we do our predictions for who we think the 11 to make the playoffs will be? So
All right.
you'll tell me your conference winners. We just went through them. And you're going to tell me who you think your 7 at-larges are that get in.
Okay. You want me to go first, or G's, you want to go first?
You can go first.
All right. So my conference winners are going to be Savon, me, Brian, and Chapo. That's 4, right? I'm gonna say obviously there's a 5th because there's always a CPU. So then there's 7, right? So take the 7, and I'm not doing any seeding order. Will
Yeah, of
be
course.
Sam, JJ, LP. That's 3.
4 spots left.
Peso. 3 spots left. So Peso. Go. I think Gabe's gonna get in. So that's
2 spots.
2 spots left. Now I think it'll be Jason and I'm between Mike and Drop.
You don't think Twan gets in? Didn't you have Twan above me?
I thought I said Twan.
No, you did not.
I didn't say Twan. Are we sure?
No. Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh.
sure.
No, there's no way I didn't say Twan.
Go through it again. I'm sorry. One more
Alright,
time.
so the four winners. So me,
Yes.
Chapo, Ryan, and Savon. Then you have Peso, Gabe, JJ, Twan, Jason. So that's 5.
Yep.
6, including the CPU, right? So that's 10 total, and then I had 2 more,
Sam was one of them.
which were Sam and then LP.
LP.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all of them. Yeah, all right. I guess I didn't say Twan. I thought I said Twan, but okay, yeah. That'll be it.
Pretty good. Give me a dark horse that you didn't pick that you could see making the playoffs this year. I want something interesting.
Dark horse that I didn't pick that I could see making the playoffs would be he made the playoffs last. You know what? Dark horse making the playoffs that didn't. Dave.
Dave? Okay.
Yeah, that didn't make the playoffs last year, and I don't have making it is Dave.
Okay.
Because obviously I didn't say drop it, I didn't say Mike, and I think either of them could make it, but I'm disqualifying them from that choice.
Yeah, I think if you made it last year, not a dark horse to make it again this year.
Right. So I'll say Dave.
All right. So you got South Carolina, Kansas, Penn State, and who I had?
You had JJ. You said JJ would win.
They win. And what you got, the computer, right? So
Yes,
there's
that makes
7 other
5. So you got
Okay.
7 spots left.
Okay. Um, Gabe should be in there. Um, I think Georgia Tech could be in there. Um, Oklahoma will be in there. Oregon will be in there.
3 left.
LSU will be in there.
Has to be. 2 left.
And and Mississippi State.
1 left. You still have 1 more.
And hmm,
The Cal Golden Bears, right?
I'll put in Tennessee will be in there.
Damn, geez,
And
you're not gonna
drop.
pick yourself?
You leave yourself out?
Nah, bro.
That's
I'm gonna leave
crazy.
myself out. I'm the dark horse though.
Dark
Okay.
horse.
He's his dark
Yeah.
horse. All right. Respect
There
it.
you go. Good choice.
Yeah. I think it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go with, like I said, Savon, Ryan, Chapo, and Des as your 4 conference winners. I think CPU makes 5, so I got 7 spots left. I think you have to put Sam in. Just looking at the schedule, he just doesn't have a ton of tough games too. It's going to be a part of it. So that leaves 6 left. I'm going to put JJ in for sure. I'm going to put myself in for sure. So that leaves 4 spots left. I think LP will get in. That leaves 3 spots left. I think Gabe and Peso both should make it. I think they both should make it, but it depends on the schedule. If they drop a couple games at the end, I could see them dropping out, whoever doesn't make the ACC title. But I'll put them both in for now. And then that gives me 1 spot left. I want to go Twan. I think Twan will have a better year. He'll win a lot of his non-cons, and he'll be fine. So I'll go Twan getting in as well. So 4 SEC teams. My dark horse feels easy. I think it's going to be V. And I think there's a really good chance he gets in general anyway. He has a cookie-cutter schedule to start the year. He could be 8-1, and if he beats Drop, 9-0. And then his last 3 games are his 3 toughest against Des, Sam, and Hayden. And if he wins 1 or 2 of those, he's absolutely going to get in. So, I'll go V as my dark horse because he did barely just miss last year.
But if he does lose, like even if he loses last week of the season,
Yeah,
if he loses 2 out of 3 of those, he's absolutely tanked.
well, it depends if he beats Drop. If he's 9-0 going into those and he loses 2 of those 3, he could still get in, I think, because he wouldn't lose in the Big Ten title game, so he wouldn't have to because he wouldn't play there. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think it'll drop him, but that's fair.
Because if he's 9-0, he's probably going to be fucking number 1 or number 2 in the country. So even if he lost 2 games in a row, he's probably only going to be like 12th, and then he'll win the other game.
Yeah, fair.
So that makes a Tennessee game even more important. And then Drop is weird. Like obviously, like you said, Drop could make the playoffs for sure this year if he has a bounce back year. But I mean, I don't know. And he only has like 50 fucking players on his roster this season, so cannot afford any injuries in Knoxville. Real quick, Des, I'll get your prediction on these games. Me and G's gave ours already, and I'm getting a phone call. So North Carolina, which is Henry, playing at Ole Miss, which is Eric.
I'm gonna go with Eric, considering he's home, and I know absolutely nothing about UNC.
Yeah, I picked Eric. G's picked North Carolina. Battle of USC's South Carolina at USC, which is Savon versus Dave.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Savon. I know he's trying to get, come out the gates hot. They both basically took last season off for the most part, but I know that Savon's rearing to get back in the win column.
Yep. Big 12, Oklahoma, which is LP, traveling to play at Ohio State, which is Hayden.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with LP. I mean, Hayden's barely played last couple seasons as a whole, and I think that LP is just gonna ground and pound until the fucking doors are blown off.
Yeah, I think so as well. And then finally, more interesting matchup here: Vanderbilt at Wisconsin. It's a freeway at Marley.
I'm gonna go with Marley. I think Marley's gonna be a good player in this league moving forward. Didn't really have the team for it last season, so I think he'll be good, and I don't think he's gonna lose that one at home.
Good picks. All right, that's going to do it for PR video. Appreciate Death and G's joining. Everybody, go refresh yourself on the rules. We do hand out suspensions, not warnings in this league for breaking them. Everybody, make sure you stay on top of streaming your games. If you are a game of the week and you're the road team, it's your responsibility to stream. You can ask your opponent if they want to stream instead, but they don't have to. Any other games you feel like streaming, you can as well. And everybody have fun and have a good season.